Hello everyone, Sunday Adelaja here. Welcome to another day. Adedamola Muronkeji, welcome. I don't think you were there yesterday, Damola. If you were not there last night, I would advise you to go get that message. Lola Shorunke, Modupo, Ye Wole, Akinola, Shegun Fatuma. Okay, Ronke Oyetayo, Christy Egunye, Charles Smith, Nkem Dike, Fumi Jeboda, Judy Woods, Kike Moronkeji, Popola Oluwatosin, Gloria Anna Gloria, Diamond Babi, Sam Ugojo, Prince Dan. I think Pokuola also was not there last night. Any one of you that was not there last night, I want to beg you to take the time and go and listen to last night's message. Taiwo Abu Abba, Justin Wanyos, Sam Rose, Richard Buzima, Rochelle White, Maikon Nika, Peter Yodele. Oh, okay. Pokuola was there. All right, good. Then you understand why I say you are supposed to be there. Asanatu, Ronke, Oyetayo again, Christy. Okay, wasn't there, but I watched. Good. Ludovic Meli, Ayuadedayo, Bola Luro, Kwamba Daniel. Love you too. Oluwatoyi Abidemi, Mayowa, good morning. Well, good morning, every one of you. As we are coming in, please let's quickly go and share the link as well. So as you are coming in now, please go share the link to this message. Let's begin to share it so that we could invite our friends. You remember I warned you last night that if you love anyone, invite them for this program and for this morning program as well. Because this morning program is going to be the continuation of what we started yesterday. We are starting the conversion from this morning immediately. So if you are not here yet, if your friends are not here yet, go get them. Go get them and let them come and join us. Zakrocha Tuda is not three. Skajishu. Tell someone to go get your friends, go get your people, and we are going to start to do what we need to do. All right, so if you have shared the link, then we'll be ready to go. Today's message is converting your time into concrete value chains. 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 All right. So if you are ready, here we go. All right. Oh, Father, we pray that you bless this meeting, you bless this time, you bless everybody that has come, and you will minister to them in a supernatural manner. In Jesus' name, amen. So, how to convert your time into concrete value chains? In the first place, I want you people to remind me what was the word that I spoke about yesterday as the most important word in your life. You remember yesterday I spoke about the most important word in life. There is only one word which is the most important in the life of everybody. If you get that word, then you are ready to go. If you get that word, you are going to go far. So what is the word that I spoke to you about yesterday? That is the most important word in your life. Okay, Rochelle White, conversion, right. Mayo, a conversion. Charles Smith, conversion. Bafo, convert, yes. Florence, conversion. Justin, conversion. Akinlabi, conversion. Ladi, conversion. Nwafo, conversion. Olukayode, conversion. Kate says time and work. Nope. It's conversion. Shioma, conversion. Conversion is the word. Samu Gojo, conversion. Ayo, yes. The word we're talking about is the word conversion. Conversion. So there is no word that is more important than that word. And if you don't understand why conversion is the most important word you will ever learn in your life, and why conversion is the most important word for you to master, and is the most important thing for you to practice. Well, if you don't know that, then you must go and listen to last night's message. You need to go and listen to last night's message. So, any one of you that was not there last night or has not listened to last night's message, that might be the one singular message that is going to be the most important message in your whole life. So I want you to find time to go and listen to that message. So since we spoke about conversion last night, so we are continuing on that topic of conversion. Now, why do we need to convert? Because we have money, we have wealth, we have riches, and we have resources in a latent form. Although it's not so latent, but in a passive form, you could say. But yeah, although it's not so passive, because time is the greatest wealth that is there in the world. Time is the greatest resource that God has given to humans, and time is the wealth that it must be converted, and that is what makes the difference. Either some people convert their time, their resource, and some people don't convert it. So if you learn to convert your time, you can actually convert your time into anything. You can convert your time into money. You can convert your time into purpose. You could convert your time into anything you want, into products, into services. So what am I trying to teach you this morning? Like, you remember, there are two important words that you have to pay attention to this morning. I'm teaching you this morning on convert your time into concrete value chain. You definitely want to know. Shigo says, I must have heard that word conversion 1,000 times in my sleep last night. I barely slept with so much excitement. That's good. That's a good thing. It means it will not leave you in a hurry. It will not leave you in a hurry. Anyway, but this morning, I want you to pay attention to two words. Two words, or two compound words. Okay, the first word that you must pay attention to this morning is that same word, conversion. And the second word that you want to pay attention to this morning is value chain or value chains. So the topic of today is converting your time into concrete value chains. So you want to find out what you already know the meaning of conversion, but you also want to find out and know the meaning of value chains, value chain. So converting your time, we already know what time is. That's the greatest resource, and that is the wealth from which everything is created. That is the resource from which everything is made. So we already know conversion. We already know what time is. But this time we are saying you have to convert your time into something, into value chains. So what is a value chain? All right? For you to talk about value chains, you must talk about purposeful living. And conversion is a proof that you have a purposeful life, that you are living a purposeful life. that your life is being driven by purpose. So only people who are living a purposeful life or a focused life can talk about value chains. So value chain is to help you. Is what the reason I'm calling this. I'm talking about value chain in this message is for you to know that your life is supposed to be a chain, a circle of a circle of values, a circle that is put together, joined together for a goal, just one goal, the goal of producing goods and services, the goal of producing something. Your life must be a chain of activities. Your life must be a chain of activities that is directed at producing, constantly producing results. So when we talk about value chain, a value chain, therefore, is a set of activities. You know, all of us have activities in our lives. Everybody is engaged in one activity or the other. We are busy, but activity does not always end up in results. Activities don't always end up in results. Most of our activities are just empty. Most of our activities are sometimes just, we don't even know where they're leading us to or what they bring us to. But when we talk about value chains, we are talking about a chain of activities that is all directed at bringing out results. We are talking about we are talking about your life activities, daily activities that are all targeting production or bringing forth of some results. What a beautiful life. So a value chain is a set of activities that a person, an organization, or a company, a firm, performs regularly in order to deliver or to produce goods, products, or services. In order to produce products or services. So let me say that again. A value system is let's talk about you, let's bring it home now, is your set of daily activities. Your set of daily activities, or the daily activities that a person, you, your church, your family, your church, your organization, it's a set of all the activities that you are engaged in. The set of activities that you perform, that you engage in, but not just any activity, but those activities that you intentionally, purposefully target or put in place in order to bring about, to produce, to deliver valuables, goods, services, valuable goods and services. So let me say that again. Okay. Let me say that again. Value chain is a set of activities that you or a person or a church, organization, a family, a company, is that you have intentionally put in place in order to produce for you, in order that those activities will produce for you values in goods or services, or valuable goods and services. So when I now say learn or convert your time into value chains or concrete value chains, what does that mean? That means that time is something you always have. You know, it's not like, let's say if a company or a firm is talking about value chain. Okay, let's say Mercedes-Benz company. Mercedes-Benz company is building the company, putting things in place, putting things in order, so that every activity that Mercedes-Benz company or Mercedes-Benz firm, factory, is engaged in, that factory, all the activities is set up in a set of activities that lead into the production of Mercedes-Benz car. So that is a value chain from the beginning, from the time you gather the raw materials to the time you set them up in the and assemble them, to the time you paint them, you paint the car, to the time you sell it or you promote it, you advertise it. So to produce a Mercedes-Benz car, you need a whole chain, a whole value chain. That's what is called value chain. So every activity step of the way that follows each other, that is joined to one another, and ends up in producing Mercedes car into the market for sale. That is a value system, or a value chain, that is a value chain of Mercedes-Benz company. So, or let's say there's a value chain that was involved in producing this book. This is one of my books. So it's a whole system, a whole value chain of somebody who got knowledge, sat down, put that knowledge down, wrote a book, then gave it to the editors, then gave it to the correctors, and then gave it to the publishing company, and the value chain produced concrete good or service, produce this book. So but we call it a value chain when it is automated, when it's an automatic system that works all the time. So like when you go to Mercedes-Benz company, every day it's producing that another one. It's a system, a value chain. So the same thing, if we have a system that is writing a new book every month and producing it automatically like this, so that is also a value chain. Now, we think sometimes that I need a company or I need a factory to be able to have something like that. But the sense for this message is that you have something more important than a factory. You have something more important than a company. You have something already more important than Mercedes-Benz company, Mercedes-Benz factory. You have a resource that is stronger than that Mercedes-Benz company. You have a resource that is stronger than that factory in Germany, Mercedes-Benz factory. This resource that you have, that we all have, that is so wealthy, that is so resourceful, that is full of everything, from which everything is made, from which everything could be converted, is the resource of time. So it's a resource of time. So we have time, and time, remember, is the resource or the wealth from which everything is made. So if time is available to me, and it is from me that everything is made, my next point of action then should be how to convert, or into what can I convert time? Or what, the next assignment that we all have, the next challenge that we all have is converting that resource that is the source of all things, that thing, that wealth that it's from me that all things are made, that wealth of time that is available to all of us, that is equally given to all of us. The crucial question will be, wow, if I have time, how do I turn that time into a value chain? So that it's a system that is always directed at producing values, producing goods, producing services. Now, your life is that value system, is that time. That resource from which everything is made, time is your life. So because life is time. So time is life. So we just say time, you wake up in the morning and time begins to roll. That time that is rolling is wealth, is money that is pouring out, is riches that is pouring out. So you wake up in the morning and time begins to flow. Times begin to flow. That time, just like you turn water into a dam, electricity dam, and you turn that flowing water into electricity, that's how we got dam, that's how we generate our electricity. So also is your life. Your life is pouring out every minute, every second, as your life is going like this, you must learn to convert it into a value chain. Into a value chain. How do we know that you have a value chain in your life? The proof that you have a value chain in your life is the product that we see. The proof that you have a value chain, the proof that you have you have conversion in your life is the product. But the value chain is what keeps on going, like a chain. Is a series of activities, a set of activities that are targeted at producing all the time. If you only produce one time, or if you only produce by accident, that is not a chain. It's not a chain, it's not a circle. But when you produce all the time, when you make your time to produce, to be converted all the time, when you are able to make time to always produce something for you, every minute that passes, every second that passes, every hour that passes, when it's always producing, automatically producing, that is a chain. Then it's not just a chain, but a value chain. It's a chain of time that is going, that is bringing forth value. So your time is passing by you, and you are always making it to convert. You are always making your time to convert. You are always converting your time to some value, to something or the other, because you are constantly converting that time into something tangible, into something concrete, into a product, into a service, into some value that we could see, into added value that we could see. We say you have a chain, you have a value chain. Now the question that I have for you is this: how many of you has turned your life into a value chain? How many of you have turned your time into a value chain? That means constantly converting time. That is an exhilarating life. It's an exciting life. It's a life on high. And I will tell you what, there are people in my house here, they know the way I live. I wake up in the morning, they don't see me because I am building value in myself. When they see me, or when I'm with people, I'm always targeting some products, some value system, creating some values, creating value for myself, creating values for others, and producing concrete goods and services constantly. So when you have put conversion into a system, when you have made conversion to become a system in your life, when conversion is ruling over your activities, your daily activities, when your daily activities are being targeted at producing concrete products, concrete results, concrete services, concrete values, that is when we say that you have a value chain, that your life has become a value chain, your time has become a value chain. Is that not beautiful? So, for example, let's say you are a Christian and you go to church all the time. Oh, I'm after the Christians. They will get annoyed at me. Let's say you are a Christian. So, what is the value chain of your Christian life, of your going to church? You see, you have to assess it. If there is no value chain there, if there is no result, concrete result that you're going to church you're giving to you, if there is no conversion, you don't see any conversion, you are not seeing the value chain of, you going to church, you are engaged in the activities, you're going to pray, you are engaged in the prayers all the time, but where are the products? Where are the results? Where are the results? If there are no results in any activity you are engaged in, it is a waste, because results without, activities without results, it's a waste. It means you are just wasting time, or it means you are just spending time. So a value chain is when you know that your life is constantly being converted into something tangible. Your time is constantly being converted into something tangible, into either adding value or creating value, or creating product, or creating services. I hope you are following me, all right? So conversion is what I described to you yesterday, is the fact, is what you do Is the goal, is the target, is what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be converting your time and every other activities into results. But value chain is when it's not just one thing you are converting. It's not just once in a while you are converting something. It's not just, no, thinking of converting. It's taking it into a chain, into a circle. It's a chain. It's making sure you are not just involved in activities. Value chain is making sure that all your activities are targeting results. So your activity. So for example, let me show you. You must be driven by conversion. That everything must be converted, right? Okay, let me tell you some example. You wake up in the morning, analyze your day. Let's start with that. Just take an inventory of your day. Okay, I wake up this time. Okay, what am I doing between this time and this time? Okay, I'm listening to Pastor Sunday. That one you know for sure you are adding value. Okay, thank God. At least that is fixed. Okay, what are your next activities? What are they? Are they activities that end up in wasting time, spending time, or investing time? Then you have to sit down and say, okay, after listening to Pastor Sunday in the morning, my next activity, I don't see it's not targeted at production of value, or at producing value, at yielding value. It's not being converted. So you have to sit down intentionally and say, okay, I'm removing that activity from my life. I'm going to replace it by another activity. And you have to replace it with an activity that will add value either to you, or will add value either to others, or it will add value, it will be work, you'll be converting that time into producing some concrete results, or some products or services. I hope you are following me. So then you go, okay, let's say from 7:30 to 8:30, I'm listening to Pastor Sunday. Okay, that is added value. Maybe you have some more time. Okay, I want to listen to it again to make it become flesh. That is still added value. But let's say now you're saying from 9 o'clock to 12, no account. You are not accounting for anything. But you are still doing something anyway. You are still engaged in some activities. So those are chaotic lifestyle. Or you say, okay, every Monday I go to church. Okay, then what is that going to church? Every Sunday you go to church. Okay, let's say you go to church from 6 to 9. 3 hours of your life is being poured out. 3 hours of your life is just been poured out. You see, your life is going. You see the water inside, that's your life. Your life is reducing. You've gone to church and you go there every Monday or 2 times a day. Then you have to sit down and say, okay, this is my church that I'm going to. What value chain do I have? Because I'm going there, the activity is there, but value chain are activities that are targeting production of values, added value, or production of goods, or production of services, or production of, what are the conversion? I'm not saying the conversion here. What are the products that I'm getting? What are the products that I've been able to produce? What are the services that I've been able to render? Who are the people that have that added value to? In what sense has that added value to me? What are the chain results? What are the chain products? What are the goods? What are the services? What are the results that this is giving me, these activities? So you've got to make sure that you analyze all your day like that. Okay, let's say you say, okay, between 7 and 10, I spend time with my family. You know that is adding value as well. So because you are adding value to others, you are spending time with your family, you are adding value to your family. But that must be a concrete activity or concrete time limit. You are converting that time into adding value. But don't just sit down with your family and just say, okay, hey, hi, hello. Kendi, Esther, Alex, oh, hi. make sure that the time you are spending with your family is not just to eat, oh, how you doing? Oh, you are targeting concrete result as well. So, for example, maybe you are asking your children how they spend their time in the day, or what did they taught them in the school, or maybe you are raising a topic. For example, when I gather with my children, we always raise a topic. Let's say we raise a topic of love or integrity or kindness. You always want to target something, or peer pressure, or take a book. Just take any book and say, okay, today, even though we are eating, even though we are joking, even though we are, hugging mommy, daddy, but in the midst of that, we're also talking. So instead of just talking on emptiness, on, things that don't add value to your family, things that don't add value to your children, things that don't contribute anything, you are making sure that time that you are spending, you are not just spending it, that you are converting it as well. So in order to make that activity with your family, with your children, to become a value chain, you must, in your heart, in your own heart, you have targeted, you have purpose, that okay, I'm going to just raise the topic of the kingdom, or I'm going to raise the topic of money, or I'm going to raise the topic of Nigeria, or I'm going to raise the topic, of something that will contribute, a topic that will not just they are sitting down, oh mommy, oh daddy, oh you look good today, oh okay, oh hi, oh don't fight, children, don't fight. Just being around your family or sitting with them doesn't mean that you are creating value. So those are the kind of things I mean. Value chain is a lifestyle of activity that is producing values, either added value or goods or services. So it must be intentional. You must make sure that all activities that you engage in are activities that are producing, that are targeting results. So you are converting, because sometimes we could deceive ourselves that, okay, but this with my family, I need time with the family. That is conversion already. I mean, that is good because it's a good thing. I'm with the family. I'm spending time with the family. But what is that time producing? You say, what is that time producing? You are spending time with your family, but what is the good? What is the value is adding? Okay, just like saying somebody invited me out just the other day, and they invited me on a horse ride. So we went there they were teaching me on how to ride horses. So I and my wife was there. My wife, and another couple. And as we were riding the horse, because we are so used to create a lifestyle of value chain lifestyle, a lifestyle of conversion. So we were riding the horse, and my wife and I started asking, because we had coaches or instructors. We started throwing questions to the instructors. Okay, for example, how long do the horses live? What's their lifespan? How many children do they give birth to in their lifetime? Where are they? Well, how do they survive? So we are engaging in such a way that the time we are spending riding horses is enriching us, is adding value to us. That we are expanding ourselves. We are not just riding and laughing. Look at how this thing is riding. Who is dancing? It's dancing. It's galloping. Those are just instinctive, animalistic instincts. So the instructors, two instructors, the instructors were saying, "Oh, we never had this before." They said, Oh, you people are so smart. You people are so purposeful. Nobody ever asks us these questions. People just want to, have fun and just waste time, kill time. Nkemi say, I'm in the public bus. I don't fit laugh. So you see, there are a lot of activities like that in your life that are not targeting values, that are not targeting any production of added value, or that are not targeting any production of goods or services. So the whole world is, around you is just about vanity, wasting life, wasting time. Because whenever you don't convert time, whenever you are living your life and time is not being converted, you are wasting life. So we had so many questions that even the instructors, this is their job. This is their job. They couldn't even answer the questions. But me, thank God I went for that horse ride, because I got so much for myself. Even when we were not talking, just riding on the horse, I was seeing the movement of the horse. I was asking myself questions. I was gauging, examining, everything. I was getting ideas, because one horse was riding in front of me, for example, and I saw the tail. The tail was like this, and I got an idea from that tail moving like that. I saw then the legs of the horse were moving like this. I could get a lot of. I was asking myself questions, and I was adding value to myself as I was riding that horse. Life is about conversion. Life is about conversion, and you have to turn your life and the activities of your life into value chains. So this morning I am starting this topic. The importance of converting your time into value chain. But tonight in the evening, I'm going to mention concrete value chains that could be created in your lives. Concrete value chains that could be created in your life on daily basis. So now I want, like I said, do an inventory of your day and look at all those activities that are not producing value, that are not adding value to you, are not adding value to others, and are not producing any visible product. Strike them out and replace them with other activities that will definitely enrich you, or definitely lead to the production of some valued goods and products. And replace those things and make sure that your life is always full of all these activities that are intentionally bringing you targeting results, or automatically leading you to the production of some results, or some goods, some services, or added values. Make sure that all your daily activities, they are targeting something. They are targeting some services, some products, some results. But even more importantly, make sure that all those your activities that even are targeting results, that they are all around your calling, your destiny, your purpose. So you remove all other activities that don't have any relation or that don't have any connection to your calling, to your purpose, to your destiny, to your mission in life. So strike them out. Remove all any other extra activities that don't connect you to the destiny that God has called for you, God had called you into. It's not connected to your promised land. It's not connected to your calling. It's not connected to your sphere of influence, or it's not connected. It's not adding. It's not making you better in your sphere of influence. It's not making you to perform better. If it's not making you to increase your capacity, or to produce, the results or the goods and services that you are here for, because our whole purpose in life is to be productive. Is the Bible? God said we should be fruitful. So every activity in your life should lead you to productivity, to fruitfulness. Any activity in your life should lead you to fruitfulness, then multiplication, and especially in the area of your calling. So you are converting your time, and you are measuring that your time by the values that they produce. You are converting them to results. You are making sure that you are not just living an empty life, and that the conversion is constantly going on in your life, but that all activities you are engaged in are targeting results. They are targeting produce value, and goods and services, added value. Okay, someone just wrote here, Taiwo Aboaba, sir, I'm so confused now. Beautiful. If you are so confused, it means that things are turning in your life. All the old stuff are being messed up. So I want you to write right now, Taiwo, exactly what you mean that you have been confused. Write all your questions. What is confusing you? What is not clear? Take your time right now before the team finishes. Let me even use this time to begin to answer your questions, because I think I'm clear enough. But if I'm not, then help me. Ask me the questions. What are the things that are confusing you? Let me read some of the things that you people are writing. Shigo Nwafo said, wow, Oya, all-time wasters of every manner, form and shape, taking control of even the idle coffee breaks. Wow. Anlele. What is Anlele? I don't know. Evelyn Nate say, thank you, man of God. Chijuwade said, even while jogging. Yes, while jogging, you can be adding. That's an activity. So jogging is an activity. And while you are jogging, is that activity, it is adding value to you. That activity, because jogging is adding value to your health. But why don't you convert that time? Why don't you convert that time while you are jogging into value, even more added value to you? While you are jogging, you are adding value to your body. But if you take an iPhone or a tape or something and put in your ear while you are a message, even listening to me like this, you are converting the time. The 1 hour that you are using to jog is also being converted into added value to you. So that way you are creating a value chain. So you are not just going through your daily activities, but all those daily activities are becoming value chain, all of them. So value chain is when one activity after the other, all of them are targeting values. All those activities are bringing for some value to you or to others. All the activities, different activities in your life, your time that are going, you are making sure that you are branding them, organizing your time. Your life is going anyway. You see, your life is passing anyway. Your time is going anyway. But you cut it into activities, cut them into activities and make sure that each activity is producing result. And how do we do that? By converting them. It is only through conversion of time. So the activities help you to target, to cut out a particular time. And since you have put activity, automatically that activity is producing a certain result. That activity is, like for example, if you are exercising, that that is an activity to give you health. If you are doing something, you listening at the same time, that is an activity that is also adding value to yourself, increasing your capacity. So different activities that you do. If you go to church, you must be able to gauge it. What is that activity of the church I'm going to? What is that? What value is that creating? What good is that creating? if you are going to work on your field or in the laboratory, you know exactly that activity is for me to discover the healing for this thing or the cure for this thing. So, you have time that you want to convert. But when you put time just like that, it's like very difficult for you to convert. But when you put a system, an activity, when you put, when you have created activities around those times, it makes you to, to put time into compartments, to put time into segments. And different activities are producing different results. So your time is not just a bunch of, unlimited something that you are trying to convert and run after it every minute. But you create activities around them that are giving you different results. So it's easier for you to make sure that, your time is always automatically being converted. So you put activities in your life that are targeting results, those activities are helping you to convert your time into results. But even without you, doing anything, you are always engaged in one activity or the other anyway. But this time, when we're talking about value chain, it means that those activities you are doing, you remove all activities that are not leading you into the production of some results or some values or some goods and services. And then you are removing all activities that are not leading you into your destiny or are helping you to, fulfill your purpose. And then even the mundane activities that we do while you are eating with your family, start a topic and convert that time also into added value to your something. So it's a value chain. Make your life to become a value chain of activities that are targeting results. So every activity is a conversion system. So activity, therefore, is something that is helping you to practically convert the time to producing a particular result. So we know that we are supposed to be converting every time and everything, but the activities is like a mechanism. It's like that company that I spoke about, the Mercedes-Benz. So the Mercedes-Benz factory is a chain of factory. It's a chain of activities in that factory that the whole purpose of that chain is to bring out a Mercedes-Benz car. A Mercedes-Benz car is a product of that whole activity, of that chain of activities that is organized. So that chain of activities of the factory, Mercedes-Benz factory, has a goal of producing a car, Mercedes car. So that is a value chain. So it's a chain of activities that is targeted at producing a Mercedes car. Your life also must be like that. But you don't just have activities. You make sure that every activity is targeting a certain product. At the end of that activity, chain of activities, you are always expecting, that a certain product will come out of this, a certain product will come out of this, a certain product will come out of this, a certain product will come out of this. So you don't just live a chaotic and automatic, just like instinct automatic life. Just live, life is just passing and it just passing, you're just following it. Conversion is the purpose of life. So you convert time into value chain. You put your activities making sure that they are meant to produce some value. They are meant to produce some result. So your time, your life is your time. Time is passing every second anyway. Time is passing every second anyway. So you are building activities around that time that is passing every second. Building activities around it. And make sure that each activity is leading to some produce results, to some produce values, to some added values or produce services. Okay, let me see what are the questions. As the lady Taiwo, has she written a question? Let me see. Okay, Nkem Dike said, invariably, everything you do in life and with your time should yield some sort of results, and that are tangible, either in your life or in the life of others. Measurable results. Yes, very good. Christy says, redeeming my time, overhauling my mindset. Well, that is why the lady said she's confused. Rochelle White says, this is the best investment of my whole life. Thank God. Thank God God brought you here. Olukayode said, just like you are talking and reading at the same time, sir. How do you do that, sir? Pastor Sunday Adelaja, you are certainly a genius. I cannot help praising your values. No wonder you are making such a huge success. You are a time redeemer. Well, you see, that is what I'm practicing, what I'm teaching you. Tina Stevens says, how do you create a value chain at your 8-hour job at your desk? Of course you cannot. You cannot, because what I explained to you yesterday what a job is. A job is you are contracting your life. You are contracting, you going to sign a contract to get a job means to go and sign a contract that you are selling out. You are selling out 8 hours of your life every day. You cannot convert it to value chain for yourself. It's not your life anymore. You are being compensated for your job with some salary. Salary is the compensation you get for selling out your life. So because you are selling it out, you cannot command your life. That is why I'm talking. That's exactly why I'm doing this. That the best thing you could have happen to you is to lose your job. That the best thing that could happen to you is to be unemployed or to be fired. That is what we started this whole thing from. So because when you are at your work, you have to face, you have a contract. You are selling out because you are being compensated. You are being given some porridge for your time, in exchange for your time. And that means in exchange for your life. You are breaking your life into pieces and going to give it out for some porridge. That's what the job is. That's why work is meant to be for you, a blessing for you, by which you cultivate yourself, cultivate your land of promise, and through which you bring about your purpose, through which you discover yourself and fulfill your purpose on the earth. That is what a work is. It's different from a job. And it is when you convert your time into anything, you yourself determine your salary. You don't do salary, you bring income. You create wages, you create wealth through the conversion of your time and through the management of your time. That is why I say, even if you have to work at a job or at a work, okay, make sure that the time that is after that time, find a way of maximizing the remaining time. And if you have to work not to work for your whole life. You have to work. There is only a few reasons why you have to go and get a job. One, maybe you need experience. So you need to get experience, that's number one. Number two, maybe you want to learn new skills. That's why you need a job. So all those things are temporal. Number three, why you might need a job, maybe because you need to survive. So you need some money to why you are still you are building your own calling, and you are fulfilling, you are still, growing your own, tilling your own land. You still don't have a means of survival. So that temporarily you need to work for a time, and then, before you will be able to, get enough, you need to survive meanwhile. So you just work, you have to work just a minimum time. And for a short time, it has to have limit. I'm only working for 2 years, or I'm only working for 1 year. While I'm doing this, I'm building my own calling. I'm cultivating my own land. I'm building my own purpose. So much that I have enough now to set myself free from going to work, or I gain the experience I needed, or I gain the skills that I needed, or I, have, made the money that I needed to start my own thing. That is what life is about. So life is not about going to get a job. If you are going to get a job, you are selling out. You don't have life anymore. Because that is what is called spending time. You spent your life for a porridge. You exchange your life for a porridge. It's a waste. Of course, it's better than those people who just waste it. They don't get any compensation. But in your case, you're getting compensated, but your life is gone. You are giving up your life for some compensation. You are not living for yourself. That's why you cannot create value chain in your 8 hours of job, because you have contracted it out. You have sold it out. Abiodun Samuel say, thank you, sir. I'm fulfilled this morning. Thank God. Ekun Sami Thompson say, while I'm continuing to work, I update my Facebook groups. Well, that's not bad. Ego Emeka said, I'm going to start taking daily inventory of my activities so as to be accountable to the process of converting time to value for my life. my children, and I will listen to this later today so I can start them on the process of internalizing all things. Thank you, Pastor. Edwin Amin is a pastor. I must say that you are a product package for our generation for this hour and a practical reformer. I have no doubt that Nigeria will be fixed. Amen. That's why I'm coming there. If you have not joined my Nigerian train yet, go to sundaydelajablog.com and register. We have Nigerian section there. Go and register to join the team. Thompson Abigail said, Pastor, if you want to do something that needs money and you don't have the money, everything you want to do centered on money. So how do you raise money for it? Oh, wow. I have a whole series of money. So go to sundaydelajablog.com and go and listen to all the series of money, please. Ufuoma Anigoro said, exactly what I'm doing right now, sir. Listening to you and exercising, also preparing to go for a course. My time is valuable. Brilliant. Jake, okay, said, I pray in tongues through my jogging time. Good. Christy says, this is multiplication and profiting from our activities. Yes. Nkem says, I use my jogging and walking section to come up with songs and lyrics. Brilliant. So I record with my phone immediately as this inspiration comes. Right. Brilliant. Emmanuel Okoje said, was asking, where is the place of fun in this purposeful, intentional lifestyle? And I could hear within me calling. If you convert your time, every bit of it, your purpose or calling is what you do and enjoy, and don't even mind not getting paid. So you have fun intentionally by living in your purpose and calling. Akunsami says, I'm having my bath, getting ready to go and make money at the same time. I'm listening to Pastor. Brilliant. Shagin says, sir, is time spent relaxing with e.g., watching a movie, playing a game, and to mention but a few? Well, I don't see. You ask yourself, what is the value that is creating for you? What is the value system that's creating? What is the goose that movie is creating for you? Shegun Odeyemi say, wow, this is awesome, sir. My time is indeed a segment of my life. A segment? Your time is not a segment of your life. Your time is your life. It's the totality of your life. Afolabi Victor said, when you refuse to work, you deny yourself the opportunity to fulfill your purpose. Yes? Ojo says, I went off to jog this morning instead of rolling around, and I learned a lot. The importance of focus, the importance of being goal-oriented just by jogging. Yep. Afolabi says, work is honorable. God designed us to meet the needs of our life through work. Right. Emmanuel Olushola says, hello, Pastor. I pastor in a place where most people are out of how to make money and even work overtime. That is about 12 hours. And I know they are not really adding value. How do I help in such a situation? Go and listen to my series on the kingdom. I have a series on the kingdom. It will really bless you and empower you to be able to help those people. So go to my blog. Go and listen to my old last month. I preached on that last month. Richard Buzima, thank you for imparting my life. I recognize that I always have that matter in my life. So remain blessed beyond expectancy. Ladi Shorunke says, Pastor Sunday, can you explain what to do when life is interrupted by sickness while life is interrupted by sickness? Well, that's why we must make a while the sun shines. But even when you are sick, when you are lying down, you could still use your brain and bring your ideas out. Some of the most productive life in life are productive thanks to sickness when they are incapacitated, because time of sickness is the time to get rid of all the trivialities of life. Time of sickness is the time to get rid of second-rated things from your life. To get rid. Time of sickness is the time to focus only on things that matter. It could be the most productive time of your life. Shigo Nwafo said, Pastor, you are raising an army of unstoppable, purpose-driven men and women who will know themselves, know their God, and do exploits. Thank you so much for your time. I can't thank you enough. I've been waiting for so many years for this direction. By the way, let me hear your opinion about this teaching. Please, if you have not written your opinion yet, go ahead and write what you think, and go ahead and share this link. If you have not shared the link yet, go ahead and share the link right now. Go look for your share button, go to your timeline, share the link, and come and write your comments. Ufuoma said, I didn't know any of these terminologies you are using today, but I have been trying to practice them. I always want my day to be fruitful. I'm not happy if I cannot show any tangible value for my day. True. A day without result is a wasted day. I'm now going to consciously practice this more, converting time and creating a value chain for daily results. Brilliant. Edwin says, Pastor, we will stand by you on this cause in Nigeria. There will be consequences, but it will be worth the price. Yep. Edwin says also, I can now understand why President Putin declared you persona non grata, because the mindset of the nation will change and they will lose their grip and relevance. And one who listens to you constantly has two options, change or rebel. You're right. You're right. Jefferson Uzoma says, listening to you alone, I can start a value chain movement and turn it into a corporation. Of course, you are right. Taiwo says, sir, I will have to email you. Okay, my email is pastor@godembassy.org. Abimbola said, conversion. I started writing an article. I have been nothing for ages last night. I shared the message of conversion with my daughter last night. I have written a to-do list for today. I will do so daily from now on. Bless you. Bless you, bless you, bless you. Thank you, Abimbola. Onyinye Okoro said, Pastor, I'm very passionate about the unemployment of the youth in my country. I feel like I should organize trainings and provide skill acquisition for as many as possible. I want to reach out. I need your advice because I'm confused. I don't know how to start. Books to read, etc. How do I start a conversion? Just by you get together all these teachings that are coming here, that you are hearing here, put them together, organize them, and that is already material for you. You don't need to read any book. You'll never be able to read. There's no book that you will read that will give you this thing that I'm giving you here. So make something from these things that you are hearing. Emmanuel Alote Anna said, the quality of your time is a determinant of the routine of your daily activities. Yep. Nkemdike, invariably, everything you do in life and with your time should yield some sort of result that are tangible, either in your life or the lives of all. I read that. Pastor Felix Ogeneovo says from Sapele, Pastor, I'm so blessed by your message of time. My life is time, so I'm not going to waste my life, so I will spend my life well. Brilliant. Popola said, this message has challenged me to reevaluate the use of my time. My time is my life. Emmanuel Christopher said, Pastor, when are you coming to Tanzania? I'm not going to Tanzania or any other place. I'm going. You want, you come here. Afolabi said, the power of productivity is work. I'm only going to Nigeria right now, and then from there, we'll go to the rest of the world. Shijuade said, Pastor, please, what can we do with people who are loaded with mind to add value to the nation, but because of lack of electricity in the nation, has made all their value void? That's not a big deal, really. That's one of the easiest things to do. There are people living in that same nation and without the same condition, and they are living. So if anybody can do it, you can do it too. Nsafiri Makini said, every bit of your challenge, of your message is practical and real. May God help us to live to our potential. Over the years, time has proved its importance in planning and setting of targets and goals. It has stood out as a constant variable that helps set realistic targets and aid arrest one of man's oldest weaknesses, self-discipline. Femi Bitoye said, Pastor Sunday, what is your opinion on spending time on getting certifications in order to find a job? Is that something you will encourage? Oh yeah, because we are living in a system where they need certificates. So only you don't just spend that time to get the certificate only, but turn into a value system and a value chain for yourself that will produce more than certificates. Kate said, I learned this morning that I must ensure that I engage in activities that are targeted at specific things that will produce results. Thank you, sir. Daniel Oshoma said, God created us to take care of all the creation, not to labor and jobbing. T.Y. Moore woke up with my mind on overdrive conversion. Christina Lampe, I'm now in the Netherlands on another mission, but your words are added more values. I've added more values on my mission. So in a second, everything changed in my life here. That is how God manifested in my life. Thank you for adding value to my life. I assure you that I will pass this to others. Powerful pastor. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, pastor. Thank God. Laulu says Apostle Paul wrote most of his letters to churches in the epistle while in prison. That is conversion. Afolabi says poverty is cured by hard work. Yes. Daniel Oshoma said the labor of the foolish weareth the person because he doesn't know what he's created to do. Right. Shiju Wade said, thank you very much, sir. We have learned a lot. You have been a great blessing to this generation. God bless you, sir. Edwin is saying, can someone help me on how to save this link to watch offline later? Well, you first of all have to copy it to your timeline, to do by sharing it. Share it to your own timeline, and then later on, I think someone would be there to tell you how to copy it. Shioma said, for me, it is to create a time of solitude, sit down with all these messages again, internalize them, and get to more serious work. For me, this is opening a new chapter in my life. Yep. Emmanuel Lulushola said, hello, Pastor. Pastor in a place. Okay, I already read that. Tina Stephen said, after my 13 years listening to the teaching, she went back to the book she was writing. Maybe she was saying something before then, I guess. Lanon Adebayo, I have to take inventory of my life and restructure my daily activities to ensure they are added value and productive. I have to get rid of all activities that are not bringing values to my calling and purpose. I must listen at least 7 times to be able to fully comprehend the message. Thank you, sir. Emmanuel Okoye, Pastor, when and where will you be in Nigeria? I don't know yet, but I'm coming. Nkem DK, love you, sir. You give your time, wisdom, knowledge, love, attention so freely and sincerely. A proof of a man that's truly have and live for Jesus. May we all be infected by such love to reach out to others. Thank you. Afolabi said, until you start working, your power to benefit mankind will remain untapped. Yeah, untapped. Yep. Daniel Oshoma, since my job stopped, I become stop bringing me joy. I've started to think thoughtful thoughts about myself. Now I'm discovering who I am. Okay, since he lost his job. Favor say time is God's gift to humanity to regulate the affairs of men. How we use it determines if we are a success or failure. Shioma is writing to Onyinye Okoro. Let's hook up. We can work together on your youth in Nigeria, on the youth in Nigeria. Chat me on WhatsApp. Okay, Okoro, they have just given you contact. This is Shioma is another person who wants to do the same thing you want to do. So you can come up with a curriculum together with her. Prince Service says, sir, kindly throw more light on the place of covering. Covering, is another topic. We'll talk about that sometime in future. Well, Richard Buzima said, where can I find more teachings of yours apart from Facebook? I've mentioned that several times today. It's called SundayAdelajablog.com. That's my site, SundayAdelajablog.com. Go to SundayAdelajablog.com. You will see my video blogs there, my daily broadcasts, my other messages. You have over 500 teachings there. So go to my blog or go to YouTube. You can go to Sunday Adelaja Official on YouTube and you can find all the teachings there. Jumbo say, Pastor, I now know why the 5% wealthy ones make time their greatest asset in their life. Thanks, Pastor, for unveiling this secret for me, using my time usefully to achieve results. Yep, nothing is as important as time. It's the greatest asset. It's the greatest asset. Tatiana Shigrin says, reasons for working is always temporary. To getting a job. Gain a job is always temporary. To gain experience, accumulate skills, temporary part-time means of making money while you are developing your business, your life calling, by Dr. Sunday Adelaja. Galina Kirishenko, you are really an example of converting time into concrete value chains. Yeah, because Galina worked with me, so she knows that how I live my life, I'm always converting something. Daniel Oshoma says, Pastor, how can we reach more youth in Nigeria to get them to listen to your messages because of the electricity challenge and poor internet connection? Like I said the last time, that we already have all these messages downloaded. We have people in Nigeria who have them downloaded already. If you want to get all these messages, look for Dear Pere here, Dear Pere Tiger, or Opute Ben. They have them downloaded. And write them or look for them on Facebook, Dear Pere Tiger or Opute Ben. They have all the downloaded messages. They will be able to give them to you for free. 500, 400 of them. And you could be able to distribute them in Nigeria to the youth, so for them to listen to without going to the internet.